individual people.
What?
My turn, my turn.
Meg, what? Who's up next? Someone get on next.
Okay, I don't know what to do.
Okay, someone get for me. I didn't get it.
I didn't want
Okay.
Oh God!
Mr. Mike Hanley, what is your opinion on the pending Ogden versus Gibbons court case?
I have no idea. I'm not very politically sound. You want to fill me in?
We'll ask you later.
Okay.
Our story begins with two steamboat operators.
Get off my property! I'm right! No, I'm right!
Cousin Ogden was granted exclusive use to the New York, New Jersey waters by Fulton and Livingston, who were granted the same use by the good old state legislature. But Cousin Gibbons was granted the same waters by U.S. Congress.
They got no business up here. You ever read the Commerce Clause of the Constitution? No, your fancy book learning ain't got nothing on me.
This clause that Gibbons is referring to guarantees that Congress has the right to regulate domestic and foreign commerce. Obviously, Ogden thought that his state charter would overrule this.
Daniel Webster, I choose you. Thomas Addis Emmett, I choose you.
Gentle cousins, stand before your argument. We will need some time to consider. We will retire for 2 hours till we reconvene to discuss our verdict.
After appealing twice, the case finally arrives in the Supreme Court under Justice John Marshall.
Hey there, Thomas.
Howdy.
You're gonna need some good luck on your side.
Yeah, we'll see about that, cousin.
Watch yourself.
Well, howdy! Welcome to the New York Court of Chancery! Ogden wins!
This ain't over yet!
Ogden got the win in this case because the court thought that the state's rule should be more powerful.
Howdy, welcome to the New York Court of Errors. Ogden wins.
Damn it!
This ain't over yet!
This appeals court upheld the lower court's decision and ordered Gibbons to stop operating his steamboats on Ogden's waters.
This here court is in session. The Honorable Judge John Marshall's presiding. Cousins, present your cases.
Cousin Webster, Cousin Addis Emmett, y'all ready to present your cases?
Indeed. Cousin Marshall, my client caught this here hooligan sailing his steamboats in waters granted exclusively to my client by the New York courts.
I see. Daniel Webster, would you like to counter-argue?
You're down too, and
Please proceed.
this monopoly here granted to Ogden is unconstitutional. It ain't right to give just one of our cousins all the rights to the New York waters.
Cousin, that's false. My client has been given the rights exclusively to him. The state power was intended to be, and should be, stronger than that of the federal government.
Honorable cousin, there needs to be a federal standard so there's no confusion among states between travel and trade.
Gentlemen, we have a classic case of state versus federal powers. We must tread carefully. Your thoughts, please?
What do you think?
I'm in agreement with the lower courts and that the state had the authority to give the right to the water to Ogden. And I believe that giving the federal government this power would be an overreach of the powers written down by the Constitution of the United States. We cannot fall victim to federalism.
The next justice agreed.
I agree.
I agree with Webster that putting this power in the hands of the states would only muddy the waters by causing confusion.
I concur with Webster. There needs to be a standard.
Thompson, what do you think?
2, 3.
I'm sitting this one out, Chief.
I'm beginning to side with the feds. You know, we can't neglect the Supremacy Clause right now. It specifically gives the power to regulate interstate commerce to the federal government, and the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. This cannot be ignored.
Oh, Johnson, give it a rest. You always disagree, you crazy Jeffersonian. The Revolutionary War is over.
I'm out of here!
Gentle cousins, I think we have ourselves a decision.
You're good.
Cousin Liz, what are your thoughts on the current Gibbons versus Ogden court case, now pending?
I haven't seen the news, so I have no idea what that case is.
We gotta pick up the paper then, man.
That's funny.
Cousin Sue, how is this current hustle and bustle of the Gibbons versus Ogden court case affecting you personally?
I never heard of them.
You haven't heard the Gibbons versus Ogden court case?
No, what's that?
These are the most uneducated folks I've ever seen.
The court is back in session and the justices have reached a decision. Justice John Marshall will present the majority opinion. We turn to our Constitution for guidance, and in it we found the Supremacy Clause and the Commerce Clause to be most important. The Commerce Clause declares that the federal government has the power to regulate interstate commerce. This is superior to anything the state hands down thanks to the Supremacy Clause. Therefore, we are constitutionally obligated to overturn the lower court's ruling and side with Gibbons. Ogden no longer has a monopoly over the New York, New Jersey waters, and court is adjourned.
Damn it!
Listen. Yeah, it is.
Well, there you have it. This case will go down in history as the one that gave the federal power a little bit more national supremacy. This also guaranteed Congress the right to regulate foreign and interstate commerce. The precedent has been set.
Well, howdy, and welcome to the New York Court of Errors.
I'm beginning to side with the feds. I'm beginning to side with the feds. You know, we cannot neglect the
Supremacy Clause.
I'm beginning to side with the feds. You know, we can't ignore the Supremacy Clause,
I'm not good.
Well, there you have it. This case will go down as history as the one that gave the national government a little bit more power. No, it's not right.